The No Normies podcast.
Oh my god.
The power of Christ.
Hey, Brad. Hey, Brad.
Hey, Jim, what you laughing at?
My room smells like taco mist right now.
You're welcome.
Oh my god.
I missed you, buddy.
I missed you.
You missed me and all the flatulence that comes with it.
And welcome back, Tnnp fans.
Fan?
All
Plural?
three?
We're plural? Oh.
Yeah. We got some people listening. Recently found out there's some people listening, so shout out to those people. Very nice.
And we didn't have to ask them to.
Nope, we didn't have to beg them.
Crazy.
I guess some people like listening to our nonsense and our bullshit.
And I'm sure we'll apologize.
Our terrible conversations.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're kind of getting a groove. We're having more of a laid back kind of thing to it.
I feel like it. I'd like to think.
Maybe. Or we're in denial and this is still a terrible podcast, but
Probably. Again, this is just cathartic for us, and anything that comes from it is ancillary.
it's therapy. I tell you, like we missed a session because I got really, really sick. There's like a cold going around, and Brad didn't come over, and I felt super just depressed the whole week because we didn't get to like vomit, vomit.
We didn't even do it at all, I think, in December at all.
Yeah.
So
I had to do some traveling. You had to do some family stuff too,
and then I got sick too, and then it was just super shitty. So back at it.
shitty time. But we did do a lot of stuff, and we can definitely chat about that. Look at me.
What are you watching right now?
Right now, I'm watching some Sunny in Philadelphia. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They have a new season. Mm-hmm. New season came out.
I think it's only been one episode.
It's been 2 episodes so far.
Oh,
so
I stand corrected?
Yeah, you fucking do stand corrected.
Jesus.
They came back strong. They got into the whole thing about unfair treatment towards blacks, and in a genius
was that
way.
the Wizard of Oz one?
The Wiz.
Oh, the Wiz one. Yes.
They
Yes,
did
and
it.
they did a whole musical.
They reversed. I'm really not giving anything away because they said this in the trailer, but like they switched places with a black family.
Mm-hmm.
And you could just imagine what they could pick from that.
Oh.
It wasn't the most strongest episode, but there are moments in there where you're just like, that's really funny. And then you're like, oh my God, they totally stepped over the line.
Yeah, and the songs weren't complete. An angel got its wings.
Angel got its wings. Or didn't.
Merry Christmas savings and loan. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
They for all the songs that they didn't make them long, and they didn't make them like too cutesy. It was kind of in their style. So
Did you saw the episode?
I saw it too. Yeah. That's the only episode I saw. That's why I said one, and then you berated me.
They gave away. They kind of crossed the line. Do you think they crossed the line in that episode?
No.
You know part I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that recently kind of happened.
No, if I don't know, if some other show like on CBS or ABC did something like that,
shit like that. But I guess we're already familiar with what they do.
It's Always Sunny already has their tone, and they
sure
do.
You
can't I mean,
it was funny. The second episode, if you get a chance, the second episode was really hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
They go to a water park, and it felt like an old Sunny episode. It felt like they were back to like really more the gang material,
nice
gang shenanigans. But it's good. I mean, what were you getting into? What are you watching right now?
I'm rewatching. I just picked up another season of The Simpsons, season 5.
Yeah. Oh my God,
for like $15.
Part of the whole fucking golden era. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think it's up to like season 7 or 8 that I'll probably stop. But I have like 3 more seasons, like 6, 7, and 8. I don't have yet.
I guess this is a Simpsons podcast, everybody, because I can just talk about this forever.
I could too. Well, we might cut ourselves off. Who knows? I mean,
But yeah, dude. Season 5. Was that like? Was it Bar of Darkness? Is that on that one?
I think so. Yeah, I was watching
Like,
season 4 before I picked that up mostly.
What's some episodes on that?
Season 4 has like the so they start off with Camp Krusty.
I love Camp Krusty.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we parked in the Itchy lot.
Oh no, that was Krusty Land.
That's Krusty Land.
This is Camp Krusty where they go to the summer camp.
Oh, right. They do a Apocalypse Now kind of parody, right?
Yeah, please don't be the boy. Please don't be the boy. Please don't be the boy.
Don't. Yeah, he does the whole Marlon Brando scene where he gets
it's
genius,
so good.
genius.
Streetcar named Marge.
That was
that was when Jay Sherman came, or the John Lovitz came on to be like the theater director for Streetcar Named Desire.
Oh, was it also an ex of Marge? Did they go out at one point, or was that a different character?
No, that was Arnie Ziff, I think. This is just like this the theater director was just by John Lovitz.
And did they want to hire Homer? Or
Homer was going to be like he wanted to be like the director or something, or like he made him like Marge talked him into being like a producer or something. Yeah, because he sucks.
He sucked at whatever he did.
But I remember, she got to be Stella. Oh no, Blanche! You got to be Blanche Dubois. And I remember it was like, he's like, okay, let's rehearse the bottle scene. And Homer's in the background just pissing her off. She's like, let's do it again. She just slams the bottle down and lunges for Ned.
Remember that? Is that the episode where we find that Ned's shredded? Or no, that's yeah. So we find out he's like,
he just rips it off,
jacked. Just jacked.
Yeah. God
damn,
that was a great one. And of course, there's Treehouse of Horror.
Oh my God, Treehouse of Horror.
The King Kong parody was on there. That's a great one too.
God damn. I feel like whatever season, except for the new ones, like Treehouse of Horror episodes are my favorite. I think most of the Simpsons fans they always pick those as their favorites.
Well, that was where it seemed like all the animators and writers could really just stretch and just do what they wanted and do a genre that they liked.
Yeah, and go off the hinge and get really weird and dark. Like they can go dark in those episodes, which is great.
And also, they already had something to work on just because the formula was there for the movie that they're parodying.
They had the spine already.
So they could just take it off the leash and just let it go. Yeah, Itchy and Scratchy movie with the first episode appearance of the Bumblebee Man.
Oh, remind me, that was a parody of the Bumblebee Man? Or wait, he brought on this first time you see Bumblebee Man?
The first time you see Bumblebee Man. You know.
Aye.
Yeah. We're just quoting. We're not being racist.
Don't forget about Mr. Plow.
Oh, that's my name. That name again?
Mr. Plow.
Hey. I'm the Plow King.
God.
Fuck you, Homer.
Got violent, that one.
That was a outtake.
Oh God, that also had the Homer's triple bypass. So Homer suffers a heart attack.
Yeah,
yeah.
Hi everybody.
Hi everybody.
The red thing's connected to my wristwatch.
Is that? I think Jim Brooks was really he had a lot of input on this episode because I feel like when a lot of Simpsons episodes have a touching moment, Jim Brooks is always somehow there giving his notes.
It was a touching moment.
Because you remember he thought he was going to die the next morning, right?
There was a lot of mortality.
He was sitting in remember he was sitting in his a chair, like a sofa chair, right? And he thought he was going to listen to the tape and he was going to die the next morning.
No, that was the Fugu fish.
That was the Fugu fish. Okay.
But I mean, there is a lot of mortality in the triple bypass one too, because I mean, it's eventually
learning together.
I remember the one scene is where like he's like, oh Marge, you got to tell the kids, and like it shows a cut to him doing little finger puppets of and then the leg vein fairies fly Mr. Leg Vein all the way up to marry the aorta princess, and Lisa's like, you gonna get a triple bypass? He's like, yeah. And then it gets like the solemn music where they all hug and stuff.
Oh,
yeah, it's a great one. Marge versus the Monorail, the parody of the Music Man.
And if you're a Conan fan, everyone kind of knows that Conan wrote on the episode, or it was his idea actually, if I remember. He's the one that came up with the whole concept of the monorail.
Bless that redheaded fuck.
And they were trying to get the whole story of who they were trying to get to be the person who worked for the monorail in that episode.
Yeah,
they're trying to get George Takei. George Takei, sorry, I apologize, as the guy who was for, something. He's supposed to be the person for the monorail in the episode, or someone who worked for the monorail. And then in real life, he actually did. He was on the chair. He was the chairman. He was on the chairboard of the monorail.
Is that why they got Leonard Nimoy instead?
Yeah, so even better, they got Spock.
Yeah,
got fucking Spock to take his place. You don't need it.
And that was a heavy Phil Hartman episode too, because he was the
singer. He was the salesman.
Lyle Landley, his name.
Monorail.
Town with money to spend is like a mule with a wagon wheel. Mule.
So good.
Yeah, there's so many. All of them really are just the classics, and there's not a bad one in there. Yeah. So they're all pretty much like $15 down at like Rasputin's or all those like secondhand places.
Well, that's where I got season. God, what was it? Season 6. Yeah, I got 6.
Beautiful one. Yeah,
they're affordable. I mean, it's funny. My roommate James, I found he actually has an FXX account. And I didn't notice, but somehow they have some kind of deal where they have all the episodes on the website.
Yeah, you can just go into it's like Simpsons World, and you can just click into it. I know they're always having a marathon.
They should.
Yeah, so after Thanksgiving this year, they just did from 1 to the 600th episode. And they just did it 24 hours a day. So from Thanksgiving on, I was just turning on FX and just having it in the background.
God, it's
to a point.
I'll say this before we get off the subject. I'll say this: if I'm ever having a bad day, I put an episode of The Simpsons on.
Yeah.
And it just makes my day better. No matter what, it's like that's my therapy. I need to have some quick, funny.
I need a yellow injection.
Yellow injection, colors, insanely stupid characters, but intelligent how the story's being told. It's so good.
Yeah.
God, well, God bless you for that.
Oh, totally. Yeah. What else you watching?
I went through the Netflix. I've seen what's new on Netflix, and Jungle Book was on there.
The new one?
Yeah, and I'm always against anything that's being live action because I feel like Disney's just like, how can we make more money? Let's make it live action.
Not have to think about plot. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just redo everything, and not even a creative way. Let's just redo shit and just because what they're doing is a lot of production companies and studios are depending on nostalgia to be the pushing point there. But what happens to people who have never seen the original?
Start with the original material. Yeah.
I don't understand why. And they're doing that with Beauty and the Beast now, right? They're going to be fucking coming out with Beauty and the Beast.
I can't look at the Beauty and the Beast trailer because Emma Watson has such a baby face. It just looks like a pedophile story with a giant monster in it.
No. Bestiality. Get it right.
Oh, it's going to... Yeah. Oh, it's a way to spoil it, all right? I wanted the will they, won't they kind of like thing.
I'm the butler and you can't leave because he locks all the doors. Woo!
Yeah, how are they gonna do?
I don't know.
That's gonna be really stupid, in my opinion.
And let's apologize to our friend Sneha. She worked on a movie. Sorry, Sneha. We'll see it.
She didn't direct the thing.
She worked on.
Look, it's gonna look great. It's gonna look beautiful.
It's gonna look beautiful. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying the plot will be great.
No, it's gonna. It's probably gonna suck.
The direction will probably be terrible. But I mean, all the work that goes into it. Yeah, the Jungle Book.
It gives people.
Looked fucking gorgeous.
So here's the thing. So when I saw it, and you can definitely take a look and tell me what you think, but it's like you could kind of tell everything except for the kid was all green screen.
Oh no.
And it's not good. Like they didn't really put many. I think they have prop.
We're talking like
stuff.
Attack of the Clones, kind of like green screen.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Diana thought it was fine, but like I'm looking at him like I'm either having a slow stroke here or I can just kind of like I could just tell. And the kid they picked for it is. You don't remember much about him after you see the movie because he wasn't anything amazing. Like I feel like if he's the main actual human being in the whole thing, and him and then voice actors, you need to get a kid who can fucking pull your heartstrings. I didn't feel that at all. I just felt like as a kid who put it on my fucking like
he was just like a background character to all the voice actors.
He just seemed like it was all about him. The kid didn't blow my ass out of the water.
Yeah, the Mowgli character in the cartoon, you can actually you're invested in him.
Yeah, when you depend on a character surrounded by a CG world like Life of Pi, that was amazing.
Loved it. Yeah,
that person was an amazing actor.
I forget his name, but yeah.
And then you have this kid who's also the one human in it, and then you're like, okay. The only thing that worked in it, they got fucking Christopher Walken to be the king orangutan.
I was worried about him being King Louie.
Amazing.
Really?
Favorite part for the whole fucking movie. Just amazing. They made Christopher Walken sing. And when
that's what I was worried about.
When I say sing, I mean talking like this and kind of rhyming a little bit. You know, I'm Christopher Walken. He probably walked in and was like, you want me to sing?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because I remember he was Captain Hook for that live action
was he?
Peter Pan, and they made him sing and dance.
Okay.
And I don't think I've ever seen evidence of that online.
Was it more cringier than...
I heard it was cringy. I heard it got terrible ratings.
Was it cringy like...
I don't know. I just remember the trailer for it on like ABC when it was floating around and they were doing it. It just looked like, oh no, they're going to make him...
around.
Stop it. Like he was about to start singing and dancing. And he's a long way from the Fatboy Slim era of him dancing and whatnot. So it's just like, oh, don't make him do it.
It's crazy to think in that movie he shot himself in the head. Deer Hunter. He just... Wow, something's wrong with Captain Hook. Mow!
It's me, get over here. Get off your ass and stop me.
Stop me.
Stop me.
Hook. Yeah. When you have... That goes back to what we're saying. When you have classics, it's really hard to recreate something and make it special.
I could care less about a new Peter Pan.
No.
Like, if they... I think they're kicking around a new idea of Peter Pan again. After, like, Pan tanked.
They're doing what's safe, and safe is not good most of the time.
Mm-hmm. But it feels safe.
Like...
Yeah.
I mean, just think about Guardians of the Galaxy, which I saw the trailer recently. It looks amazing.
They're going to redo Valley Girl.
What?
They're redoing Valley Girl.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Exactly.
Why?
Yeah, it was Nick Cage's first like breakout role.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would you even do it? Like, no one's a Valley Girl anymore. They all talk like that. So the Valley Girls have won, Jim. They're all just kind of talk like that with upwards inflections and a lot of vocal fry.
Who's going to play the mother? Tina Fey. Stop it. Stop doing it. Stop it. If they're doing that for Nick Cage, if they're gonna, I would love if they remake every Nick Cage movie so it gives Nick Cage a second chance. Like I would love to make a modern day version of Vampire's Kiss.
Oh jeez,
Nicolas Cage
and just shoot it on an iPhone so you can kind of get that crappy.
I'm a vampire. Yeah. I'm a vampire.
Just files go to the fucking files. A B C. I'm looking forward to that Ghost in the Shell. I hope that turns out.
I will agree with that. I mean, I know at first when I heard the remaking, I was like, "That's fucking bullshit." And that's like, who's going to be Scarlet? That's fucking
the
bullshit.
whitewash.
I'm with you. I think we're all thinking it. I mean, it all makes sense. But yeah, seeing that live action, it's shot by shot, but it looks pretty fucking. Looks solid.
Yeah, I rewatched the original because I got it on Blu-ray for like $5 during the holiday. Yeah, and it's so good.
And I told you right. That was my first like real on-screen sexual moment.
Was that where your sexuality awakened?
That's where it kind of developed. So thank you, Japanese animation.
Mine was April O'Neil from the Turtles.
Oh yeah.
So anytime I see someone cosplay that, I'm just like, oh, you fucker. Just like you pretty.
When people cosplay like April O'Neil the porn star, I mean it just works because her name's April O'Neil.
She cosplayed that as well too.
Yeah, and she's a porn star. But
moving on,
I gotta say,
what are you watching, Jim?
What are you watching? Nothing. Get out of my room. Get out of my room.
Do it in front of me.
Okay. Fucking yeah. Ghost in the Shell was great. I remember the reason I saw Ghost in the Shell when I was really young is because I had a rental store I always would go to on Fridays. And one day, my mom just said randomly, like, "Oh, you know what? Let's get another movie. Pick out another movie for yourself." I'm like, "Okay, mommy." I go walking down the aisles, and I'm pretty sure I saw the whole image of her, like, how the boobs are kind of like cut off. You see the breast and the gun. I was like, this looks interesting. And instead of showing her the cover, I brought the black case over to be like, can we get this? Or I brought the card over. You bring back in the day, rental stores. Back in the day, you just had to bring the card up. You didn't have to bring the whole cover up.
Yeah, because no one trusted anyone.
Yeah. And so my mom didn't really look into it. She didn't like check it at all. And she brought it home. And the first scene, she goes invisible, so you see her whole naked body. And I was like, ooh! And then she breaks the window, shoot the guy's head, and it explodes. I'm like, I'm aroused and scared.
Was that your first anime that you watched, actually?
Not the first anime.
Okay, so
there was other.
Yeah,
I guess the early ones would be like Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, Akira.
90s, 80s. Akira's 80s.
So Akira for sure. I think, funny enough, I saw Akira before Ghost in the Shell.
So that might have been your first one?
Probably, which is, hey, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, my public access station, they had it on like it was called Sunday Sci-Fi, and they wrote
Sunday Sci-Fi.
Yeah, I know, and it was hosted by this giant, overweight, sweaty white guy.
Sweet.
And we're like, with your donations, we can continue to show Sci-Fi. And so the first one they showed that I watched all the way through was Robotech.
Robotech.
Do you remember that one? Where the planes morphed into goddamn Gundams. Yeah,
I forgot that was Japanese animation.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it.
And it was that really detailed 80s Japanese animation.
Was it kind of like Transformers when it was like really, I think, rebooted the second time?
Kind of.
Right?
It started. I mean, you're fighting giant blue aliens.
Yeah.
But basically, it was like a dogfight in space with planes, and then they would they used a gear shift for some weird fucking reason. It's the future, they used a gear shift they're on a Trans Am, and you'd be like, oh, we got a morphin change or something. I would love if
they had to morph and they had to hit like a computer, like they had to hit it to make it work.
It looked like you would hear this, and he would be using too much clutch, and the plane would kind of shift.
He had to take a co-hanger to put it in the engine to make it sure
totally.
The doors would unlock.
Maybe skid across the hood and then jump into it.
You need to put the string. You got to pull the string while you put the first gear in.
Well, the Robotech boys just learned a lesson today. So they would do a gear shift, and then all of a sudden the plane, the bottom of the plane would fold out a little bit, and it would have legs, and arms would come out with the side with a big fuck off gun.
Nice.
And I was like, oh no,
gun? Yeah,
it can't get any better than this. And then he would do another gear shift, and then the plane would just stand up straight, and a head would pop out the top, and you're just like, oh motherfucker.
I remember a couple years back, I had this conversation with Mark Andrews. He actually, that's one of his favorite shows is Robotech.
Oh, goddamn, good choice.
So you can tell, I was like, well, of course, yeah, fucking good.
And all those animations, I don't know how the animators in the 80s could do it, because they animated just bits of just dust. on those things. They just it looked gritty.
They put
and it was
every
super
important movement. And you know how like sometimes you can skip and cheat with animation? These people put every fucking movement in there.
Yeah, the
Every
machine
key pose.
animation was just beautiful and just
It'd be shiny and like that kind of cool like reflection on the metal.
like a battle, like I think it was like Spaceship Yamamoto or something, or Battleship or something, or like Galaxy Express 999.
Yeah.
Or even the old Transformers were beautiful.
I guess even the old Gundam Wing was pretty cool looking too.
Gundam Wing was like mid 90s, the first Mobile Suit Gundam.
Yep.
Those were, it was very shaky early animation, but it still looked good.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. You kind of watched like you watched an early version of like Toonami almost.
It really was because it was
Feels
that
like it.
one, and then it would have like Yurusei Yatsura, which is a super like Japanese one where it's just like this kid like is like a super perverted kid in high school as they all start off, but he was like super perverted. He would like go after panties and shit, and then all of a sudden one day these alien like ogres come down, and he's all like, "Oh, I'm gonna enslave your planet unless you can catch the horns of my really hot daughter." And like this lady came out.
You need to fuck. Can you do some fucking?
Yeah, she floated down in midair with like this tiger bra and panties on, blue hair and little like horns on the top of her head, and she's like, "Oh, come catch me!" And
But Brad, why are we so perverted now? Wait a minute. Childhood.
It all makes
childhood. That reminds me of I wasn't even thinking about this, but now I'm thinking about like
Tenchi Muyo.
I was just gonna say Tenchi
Were you gonna
Muyo.
say
Yeah,
that was a harem anime that I loved too.
I was feeling feelings with that one too. That was like a weird. Yeah, it was
Ryoko or Aika. Who was yours?
Wow, you totally just. Yeah, that was the spirit, right? That was the evil spirit, or not evil spirit, but that was.
She was an evil spirit in one version, and then she
then
was a pirate in the other version. There are like 3-4 different universes that they do, which is super hard to follow. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember a lot of these situations where like, "Don't come in here, Tenchi. We're naked," kind of thing. It's like
and then he falls in and
fell
like
into like the water, like where they're cleaning themselves.
Oh yeah, where they had like an extra dimensional portal.
And it's like, what's going on?
And
all
then,
these naked female
and
characters.
then one chick is like super into him, so she just kind of like floats next to him and she's like, "Hey, what's going on?"
While she's naked, and it's like,
ooh.
yeah.
And like he just like blood comes out of his nose for some reason. He's like super like just
So
like
I guess
unsexual.
in an anime kind of way, if someone blowing their load, you have to get a nosebleed.
Yeah.
That is,
you gotta be punched in the
Japan,
nose.
you have to bleed.
Yeah. Why do you think the birth rate's so low? They really don't like to get punched in the nose. Yeah.
That reminds me of. I remember the show Outlaw Star.
Yeah, dude.
That was
a
pretty
good.
great.
It was a
Cool
short
concept.
series. Yeah.
Cool concept because the girl is the one you need the girl to actually run the ship.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Japan, what are you doing to us?
Okay, talk about like completely making a woman into an object. You're just like, okay, take this chick, plug her into the main hyperdrive, and then
so
the
sorry,
ship will
everyone.
work.
I didn't know Hey, we were raised on this weird stuff. We don't even know until now, I think.
Yeah,
But-
that was Toonami too. That was early Toonami as well. God damn. Yeah, I remember
Listen,
that.
I'm going to be in the Women's March, so everyone just get the fuck off.
Hillary,
Me and Brad are
2016.
going to be in the Women's March. You know this. Better not get any calls or emails.
Oh God, yeah, that one. Fucking Inuyasha. That was. I feel bad even knowing that I watched the whole thing of that.
That's fine. Man, that's awesome, though.
That was my like late in the middle school. I was really into Sailor Moon because I was trying to. I would draw them a lot.
Yeah.
And I would try because it was
That
great.
was Dragon Ball Z. Get out of here.
Douche. Yeah. No, I love Dragon Ball Z too, and that still stands. Like Sailor Moon, I can look at and I'm like, oh, this is really creepy.
You're trying it out, man.
Back in middle school, I was.
For real.
That's really where I was trying to get my proportions right. That sounds
Yeah.
even creepy too. That I'm saying too.
No,
But it
it's
helped
cool.
me. It helped me learn to draw female figures.
So you sketched while you're watching
and
the show.
and I would also bring it to school, and I would be just called the biggest pervert.
Nothing changes, am I right?
Nothing changes.
Nothing
Yeah.
changes.
But I was like super defending it. I'm like, no, I'm trying to draw them, and all of like the cheerleaders and shit like that would be like, oh, you're so pervert.
Mr. Ledoux, can you come down to the principal's office?
Not again. I didn't come on this one.
Draw me some Sailor Moon.
Draw me like one of your Sailor Moon girls.
Really I like this one. The principal's just like rubbing your back. Can you draw more?
Yeah.
Draw more.
Oh, but Dragon Ball Z, yeah, I remember that's one that every kid like could really just be like at least every little boy would just be like, oh yeah, Dragon Ball Z.
At first, I do remember there's a backlash though. I remember at first people were like, I don't know if I should tell people I like Dragon Ball Z kind of thing. Like there would be a quietness.
Yeah.
A quietness, and then like
Because that was when it was big around Pokemon too. Because they kind of equated it to each other.
It's like I don't understand. It's funny how our brains as kids work because we're kind of embarrassed. Like we're totally into this thing that has like an electrical rodent and like a turtle that shoots water and stuff. It's like, but please don't tell anyone they listen to Dragon Ball Z. Please don't say
the one where they're all roided out and punch each other
in the face.
super
Let's
hard.
go for the other thing that's less manly.
Yeah.
And then, But yeah, as soon as people were like, I watch Dragon Ball Z, it's like everyone's like, oh yeah, I watch Dragon Ball Z too. Like,
yeah, it was always under hushed tones that one of them was really brave enough to be like, yeah, you watch Dragon Ball Z?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do stroke aneurysms?
Goku?
Strokes. I get strokes.
Oh.
But the funny thing is, I remember episodes like, let's say the Frieza saga, like
Space Hitler.
I love I love how every episode all this shit would happen. Then it's like, find out next time. And it's like the same fucking thing would happen in the episode. The same, more fighting. It's like it's the only.
Or he would power up for 10 episodes.
10 episodes. Like, wait till I might see my final form. It's like
my ultra final form.
Jesus Christ! And even his death took like 3 episodes.
Yeah, he was bleeding out for like 3 episodes.
Dude, you're missing your legs and arm, asshole.
But I can still destroy you, monkey. Yeah.
God, those.
It's really good. If you have the time, there's a 3 guys on YouTube called Team 4-Star, and they do a great abridge of Dragon Ball, and they really make it like Vegeta calls Android 18 a cunt when he's fighting her. And I'm not being just misogynist. It's really fucking funny. They do some great like just different versions of it, and Goku is just retarded beyond all imagination. He's kind of got a nice voice like this, and his son Gohan is just like, Dad, you're a fucking idiot. It's really well done. I recommend starting on the 2nd season. When you're done with that, definitely check out Oni Cartoons. They have a Dragon Ball series on there, which is amazingly funny. Dragon's Ball Pay or something. Dragon Ball Pay. Really good. That'll make you laugh. You like silly, just ridiculous humor. Yeah, that's a quick one that's mandatory watching. God damn it,
just watch that. And then you watch that.
Then if you got like time of like 24 episodes,
dude, I just fucking remembered. How was your Christmas and New Year's?
My non-denominational Saturnalia celebration.
Yeah, your light day. How was your light day?
How was your Christmas? God damn it! No, my Christmas was okay. I have a 4-year-old and a 6-month-old niece. Nieces.
You get that?
We fused them.
Everyone for a second thought you were going to say your kids.
No, I don't think that'll ever happen. Not on my watch.
Come in.
Get back in there, sperm. We have the younger kids in our family now, so it's back to like the magic of Christmas and leave out the cookies for Santa, and you get that shit going again. So it's cool.
You guys start telling them the lie early. Yeah, you get to see someone tell the lie first. You get to tell a lie. Which is pretty nice.
I think her dad ate the cookies and they had to put more out. Yeah.
So he really is Santa Claus.
He really is. Yeah. No, they made out fucking bandits. Yeah. They really got a lot of good stuff.
Right on.
Because so we do it.
I just imagine you sitting behind, like on the other side of the room, like, why she get Hulk hands?
Yeah.
Why can't I get Hulk hands?
I'm just fucking
bullshit.
Hating this 4-year-old. No. So we have them in the morning, Christmas morning. Christmas Eve, we all go to a family friend's house, and we a bunch of our family friends that we grew up with as kids. We all get together, and we're all like kind of grown up now, so it's kind of like all the kids have taken over the big table, and all the parents are like stuck on the kid table, and so we're just talking shit, and while they're like kind of overhearing it, and we're just like, oh, your parents fucked up too. Yeah, so we get super drunk, and then on Christmas Day, yeah, exactly right. And then Christmas Day, we have it in the morning. With the kids, and then they go to his mother's house in Sacramento.
Yeah,
for the Christmas like Eve dinner and whatnot. So we kind of like do the Christmas thing in the morning. Then the rest of the day, it's just like you can go fuck off and do your own thing, which is kind of nice.
Fuck off, da. Why don't you go fuck off?
Exactly. Well, I mean, I love them, but like to have them all day is really draining.
Yeah, it can be.
So
yeah,
I love the fact that I get all the sweet joy of it, and then they just kind of like
disappear.
They kind of go. Yeah,
disappear.
It's like, oh, go drive, go hit the highway, kid. Yeah, I'm gonna go take a power nap and eat a lot of chocolate, and open this gift of wine. Yeah. So that was my Christmas. Yeah. How was yours? You went back, right?
Yeah. So I went back to the East Coast. I visited the folks' home. They live in the countryside, so it's just a very like, it's funny, whenever I go to the East Coast, I get very depressed because it's nothing but just woods and darkness. So, like, I get to think, like, oh, this is what it was like to be a pilgrim. Cool. Sad. But
with more meth.
Yeah, it's just, and of course, my vitamin D is, like, drained because there's no sunlight over there. It's just, like, dark, and, like, it kind of snowed and then got just fucking cold, no snow. It's just grungy looking.
So just slosh and ice?
Just slosh and ice. It's just, but it was nice seeing the folks. Like, my sister came back to visit, too, and yeah, it was cool. I just realized how quickly, like, I kind of get burnt out, like, getting out of my own, like, scheduled, day-to-day behavior.
You didn't work while you were over there, did you?
I had to do a little work. I'm still working on my a pilot, a side project right now. So I try to get as much done. So I brought my Cintiq back home, my little drawing pad thing, and I try to work in one of the offices, and I try to be healthy and exercise too. It's like can't fucking do that too because it's just like I could run with the wolves, lose some weight that way. We have wolves. I keep hearing wolves when I go to sleep, and I'm always like, what the fuck? And I go back. I'd be like, "Where the fuck am I?" And
I would really love to see your house because, like, I just have this creepy shack in the middle of the woods.
It's a nice looking shack.
With these two nice people that live there.
You think?
You think? I mean, again, I just have an imagination of your parents.
Yeah, but it was cool. We watched Mystery Science Theater, and we watched
so jealous. We watched love that
a film we try to watch every Christmas is The Birdcage with Ron Williams.
I love your choice.
Hank
I just
Azaria
don't understand it. Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. We laughed our asses off because it's a funny fucking movie.
Don't mean to be such a bitch to everyone.
Like, what the moliness, my natural hit.
Hank Azaria, God damn it,
amazing.
Yeah, so good.
But yeah, for once, I feel like I really nailed their gifts. They love one gift that I was pretty sure I did some research. I knew they were gonna like it. What it is there's these lights that you put on the inside of the toilet. So when you walk by at nighttime, sensors pick up your movement, and all these different colors start to glow in the bowl. And I was like, "This is gonna be awesome." So I got
Walmart gift.
This is like China gift. It's like it's from China. These makers, and
it broke the next day.
No, my mom was like, "All right, whatever," and my dad's like, "Maybe I'll give it a chance." And then later I find out my dad would just walk past the bathroom because he liked the colors. And I'm just like, I fucking told you. He was so excited on the phone. He's like, oh man, that thing you got for the crapper, it's amazing.
I'm just seeing an inside shot of the bowl, and then like it's looking out into a darkened, just a lighted doorway, dark everywhere, and you just see a head peek. Oh, slowly go. And just like his shiny, happy Ren and Stimpy face.
I made sure I set it on the rainbow mode and it does red, yellow, blue, green. The scariest thing is the one I tried out when I was there, and it kept turning to red. Not good.
With you?
Yeah, looked really weird when you go in the bathroom. Your balls are all red looking.
Of you. It turns on when you sit on it.
You look down, you're like, oh, that's weird. That's a weird color.
It doesn't turn off when you sit on it?
No.
So you're shitting red?
You're shitting red.
It's like there's something seriously wrong with me.
Mom!
Come look at this.
I did something.
No, honey.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it for Diane, though. I'm going to buy one for her.
I want one.
They're fun. I'll tell you what it is later. Gift. I'll get you one for your birthday. Yeah.
Well, I mean, on the Your Mom's House podcast with Tom Segura and his wife,
yeah,
they got this thing called it's like a pit, it's like a little. Okay, they got this little bidet thing for their toilet.
Bidet.
It's a little function that
does it go up?
Just sits there,
yeah,
and then it's like it just sprays your asshole when you're done pooping. And I'm like, the more they talk about it, the more I'm thinking I kind of want one.
Yeah, people are weirded out with when it's invasive like that. But it's almost like the squatty potty. People are afraid to put their legs up because they're like, it'll be weird when I go poop. But I tell you the truth, I got to try one of those. Amazing. I'm sorry this turned to everything about me taking a shit, but it's pretty cool, man.
Hey, shitcast. Here we go.
Pretty cool. It's pretty cool if you did.
Talk about your browns.
Hey,
buddy.
we all poop.
Yeah,
come on.
The book told me that. The book didn't lie.
You had a book? Oh my god! Come on.
Number 2.
The mic probably picked that one up.
Twins.
Well, I'm gonna light a candle.
In nomine Patri Spiritus Sancti. Where's your candle now, huh?
I don't know.
I guess we're signing off on this podcast because Jim can't breathe anymore.
Oh, fuck. Okay. it's bad. I'm turning this off.
Have a week.
Ciao.